Welcome to PSA, People Say Anything. I'm your host, Sean Bell, aka Chef Smoke. This is your weekly urban therapy session where we get real about the random, out-of-pocket, and sometimes ridiculous things people say in everyday life. We're venting, we're ranting, and we're giving the feedback that's actually on your mind. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and 100% honest. Before we jump into the madness, please note, the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Substance Studio Project or BCD. All content is for entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised. Now, let's get into it. Hi, I'm your host, Sean Bell, aka Chef Smoke, and this is PSA. People Say Anything, where we talk about and say anything. And because people say anything, we're going to treat these conversations like therapy sessions. So let's get right to it. So today on the line, I have my main man, Knowledge. What's up, Knowledge? Say hello to everybody.
What's up? How we doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. Blessed and still breathing, brother.
I heard that, bro. I heard that. Well, I'm sure you heard about all the weird shit going on in the world. Today we're gonna talk about Chud the Builder.
Oh no.
Yeah.
never been a fan of that name.
Yeah, really. Like, don't even know who this nigga is for real, until we seen that he shot himself and shot somebody else. But, you know.
Chudder Budder the Builder.
Yeah, like, the fuck? Let's see. Let's get into it. Let's go into the history or a little bit of a background of it and let's see what's going on. So, on May 7th, 2026, an online streamer posted a chilling warning to his social media profile. It read, and I quote, "Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free. Stay tuned." Less than a week later, that series finale spilled out into the real world, leaving 2 people shot on the steps of a Tennessee courthouse.
It's the ultimate terrifying evolution of the rage-bait economy. We're not just talking about digital trolling anymore. We're talking about an incentive structure that's rewarding real-world hatred with ice-cold, hard cash.
Today, we're unpacking the case of 28-year-old Dalton Levi Eatherly, known to hundreds of thousands online as Chud the Builder. In a matter of just 48 hours, Eatherly went from a banned internet troll to a subject of an FBI counterterrorism interrogation and ultimately to a jail cell facing attempted murder charges.
But to truly understand how a former local contractor from Clarksville, Tennessee ended up under this federal scrutiny, we've got to look at the shadow network operating right in his backyard. They call it the Goyim Defense League.
Okay. So let's start with the timeline of chaos. On May 2026, because the escalation here is dizzying, on Sunday, May 10th, Eatherly walks into Bob's Steakhouse, Steak and Chop House in Nashville. He's doing what he always does, running an aggressive in real life or IRL live stream, harassing staff and recording people without their consent.
Right. And he's already on thin ice. Just a month prior in April, he was permanently banned from Kick, which is a platform already known for lax moderation for his public harassment. So he's migrated to a hyper-fringe alternative platform called Pump, where his followers buy a custom meme coin linked to his channel called $Chud. My fault. I'm Pump. Come on, man. Never mind. I mean, I don't get into it.
Yeah, really. That sounds like some LGBTQ shit. Exactly. The more outrageous the behavior, the higher the coin's value climbs. So at the steakhouse, when staff ask him to stop streaming, he refuses. He throws a tantrum, hurls racial slurs at the employees, and walks out on a $371 bill. The police are called. He tries to resist arrest and he spends the night in jail.
But it's really what happens while he's in custody. This should have been the ultimate red flag.
While being processed, Eatherly is pulled into a room by Nashville detectives in an FBI counterterrorism unit. They interrogate him for 2 hours. Why? Because they are tracking his ties to an active, decentralized neo-Nazi cell. Eatherly laughs it off on his social media, claiming he told them, "No, sir, I'm just a dude with the camera."
He gets out on a $5,000 bond. Less than 48 hours later, his clock is run out.
It's Wednesday afternoon, May 13th. Eatherly is at the Montgomery County Courthouse in his hometown of Clarksville. Ironically, he's not there for the Steakhouse incident. He's there for an unrelated civil hearing over a $3,000 credit card debt.
And outside the courthouse, he crosses paths with a black man named Joshua Fox. Now, Dalton Eatherly, also known as Chud, has built his entire online brand on golden black people in public, screaming dehumanizing slurs, then waiting for him to react so he can clip it for his audience. Except this time it didn't go his way and a physical altercation breaks out.
Witnesses say Fox punches him. Eatherly immediately pulls a handgun from his jacket and fires multiple rounds. He hits Fox, but in the chaos, Eatherly managed to accidentally shoot himself directly in his own arm. Dumbass.
And true to the digital right of this entire story, Dalton Eatherly stays live on the internet, dumbass, while bleeding out on the pavement. He's streaming his conversation with the paramedics, asking if the bullet grazed him or went all the way through.
Both men survived, thankfully, but Dalton Eatherly didn't walk free. He was booked into the Montgomery County Jail on a staggering $1.25 million bond, facing heavy felony charges: attempted criminal homicide, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment.
So now that we got all these charges out the way, let's loop back to the questions that the FBI was asking on May 11th. Who is the GDL, otherwise known as the Goyim Defense League? And why did the government think a 28-year-old streamer was connected to him?
The Goyim Defense League, or GDL, is a virally anti-Semitic white supremacist network founded around 2018 by a man named John Minadeo II. They are famous for viral publicity stunts, dropping Nazi banners over highway overpasses and throwing bags of hateful propaganda onto people's driveways.
And they've actually taken a massive hit lately. Minadeo and the GDL are currently being sued in federal court by the Southern Poverty Law Center under the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871 for coordinated civil rights conspiracies. Are those the dudes that were down there by Cincinnati?
I believe so. But over the last 2 years, the GDL heavily shifted its physical operations directly into Tennessee. They staged armed marches in downtown Nashville, and in early 2025, a local GDL member named Travis Garland actually disguised himself as an Orthodox Jewish man to infiltrate a Jewish community center in Nashville, streaming the whole thing to mock the Holocaust.
That's fucking terrible. See, that's their blueprint. Fucking racist. The GDL doesn't just operate the dark web. Belongings in real life, streamers to act as foot soldiers. They explicitly teach people how to go out in the public, promote minorities, film chaos. Then they funnel the outrage into their alternative tech platforms and programs to cash out on unmoderated crowdfunding. Eatherly was running their playbook word for word, exact same geographic corridor.
And the terrifying part? The playbook works. After Eatherly was locked up for attempted murder, his Give, Send, Go crowdfunding campaign exploded, pulling in over $150,000 within days. Meanwhile, the value of his platform's meme coin is skyrocketing. He literally generated wealth by opening fire outside a courthouse.
That's a problem.
It is.
Tennessee prosecutors are fighting back. They filed motions for a special source hearing. They want to legally block Eatherly from using that online blood money that posts his $1.25 million bail, arguing the funds raised through extremist grifting shouldn't bypass the justice system.
Dalton Eatherly's grandfather worked under the Third Reich before relocating to Clarksville. Decades later, Eatherly found a way to resurrect that hatred. Not through political rallies, but through a smartphone screen and a thirst for digital clout. He thought he was writing the script for a viral series finale. Instead, he wrote his way into a maximum security cell.
Good, because at the end of the day, people like this should not be allowed to stream live hate crimes and then get rewarded for it. Now, I'm not for forgetting people for getting funding for whatever they believe in unless you're harming others or putting others in harm. No one should get rewarded for being a fucking Nazi.
You know what? It is fucked up because this country has a history of rewarding Nazis.
Didn't we fight the Nazis? Oh, no, that's right. That shit was scripted.
But not only that, they took those scientists from over there and brought them here to use them for their space programs and other weapons programs that they have.
Same thing. You're not wrong, my brother. Like I said, Operation Paperclip, man. Nazi, NASA. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed for real.
Almost makes you wonder why all our tax money goes to, is real fucked up where our bread goes.
Man, it was a comedian. I want to say it was Chris Rock, but it probably was. It probably was Chris Rock, where he talked about we should be able to pick where our taxes go.
Isn't that called democracy? Never mind. What do I know?
Yeah, I know, right? Is this a democracy we live in?
Fuck no.
I mean,
this is a corporate takeover, my brother.
Oh yeah,
Since Citizens United,
society.
With corporations being able to funnel money through the system, we don't have real politicians. Listen, they killed Charlie Kirk because he started realizing he was being used. The man stood up for what he believed in. They said, "Nah, bro, you can't do that." You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the world we live in until we all, as one, collectively say, this is bullshit, and we're not going. They're going to use the divide and conquer tactics on us to prevent us from living the life that we all could and should live.
Yes, because none of us should be poor.
Nah, brother, listen, with the technology we have today, the amount of people willing to listen, I get it. Capitalism needs to capitalize on somebody. I mean, somebody got to take an L for somebody to come up. But when you send all our money overseas and the people over here can't get no reprieves, nah, that's a problem, bro. I can't go for that. I'm ex-military. You know this about me. So, I'll fight for your right to. If you want to be a racist, I'm not mad at that. You keep that shit to yourself. The moment you out here goading people, provoking, you can't claim self-defense if you walk up and talk shit. Talk shit, get hit. There's rules in life. Yeah, your First Amendment was there for the government not to silence you so you could talk shit about them when they fucking up like they are currently. But it doesn't mean you can just walk up to a random person and belittle them, talk slurs, talk negative. You just can't. That's aggressive behavior. So if someone aggressively handles you back, come on now, what you expect? That's why he always clutching, bro. He's scary. Why? How you gonna be scary and say you stand on business? That's what I want to say.
Bullies get beat the fuck up, flat out.
Hey, look.
Bullies get beat up too. Bullies
On some
get beat up too.
situational funny stuff that goes with this, I know a little dude smaller than your girl. You know what I'm saying? Dude smaller than her. You feel me? And this dude bigger than me, bigger than you, put together, try to punk it. He's like, oh, I'd fight you, but you got that gun. Bro threw his gun across the room and said, what you gonna do now? See, that's what bullies don't like. See, they think, oh, I'm bigger than you, or oh, I got the white supremacists behind me. They don't give a fuck about Chudder Bob. We ain't gonna call him Chud no more. His name is Chudder Bob.
Chudder Bob
shot himself. Chudder Bob, man. And damn, I seen up in Detroit, speaking of Chudder Bob himself, he done got another motherfucker, Chudder Bob barbecue grilled up his motherfucker. I seen the story.
You told me about that, and I still haven't found the article.
Yeah. Now we don't pull it. We don't get it, but yeah. You know, when I was doing the music, I was messing with like Willie D and all that. So Willie D be doing his thing, man. Shout out to Willie. And I was watching his podcast, man, and he was just talking about how these cats is out of pocket, man. They just copycats. And this copycat in Detroit, my brother, ran up on an elderly black woman and her son at a gas station, doing the most at a gas station. Had gasoline, talking about they chimping out, doing all this, talking about he was setting them on fire. Well, the son wasn't going, knocked him out, and set his ass on fire. He ain't make it.
You know, speaking about that, I was doing research on Chudder, and I ran across a podcast that had a young lady on there who said she used to peg Mr. Chudder.
I mean, he's on a fucking site called Pump, bruh.
Pump, yeah.
I ain't gonna say it earlier, but I mean, let's keep it real, man. Motherfucker on the site called Pump. He might as well be on Grindr, my nigga. Sure, that's where they belong. Actually, I ain't gonna put that on them. You know what? They don't belong there. That's right. Let me reverse real quick, because I was feeling a little aggressive, but I don't want to put these weak motherfuckers in the LGBTQ community because they don't even deserve that. They don't even want these motherfuckers. Don't nobody want these motherfuckers but themselves, bro. And that right there is hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you can't go nowhere but be around other ignorant motherfuckers. Like, you telling us we chimping out. Bruh, you chimping out. How the ignorant gonna call someone else ignorant?
You know, I never thought that I'd see this shit in my lifetime. But Chudder Budder used to sell weed.
Chudder Budder.
Chudder Budder used to sell weed, yo. And he used to sell weed to the college kids and brothers in the community, right?
So he probably wasn't smoking this shit. He just selling that shit.
Nah, they say he was smoking, yo.
You smoke that shit, you make better decisions.
Hey, yo, they said Chudder Budder was cool with niggas, yo.
What?
Yeah.
So all this was an act.
Chudder Budder was hanging out with niggas before he started being Chudder Budder.
But you know what? And this is me being a brother from the South. I know some racists that are kicking with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? But they go home and they harbor their feelings. But at the same token, they still gonna be a racist. They ain't gonna let you fuck their sister. They don't want to invite you to the crib. You know what I'm saying? For no barbecue. So in doing business with somebody, you just doing business. The Italians used to sell dope to all the black communities because what do they want to do? See us on dope. So at the same token, a motherfucker might pretend to be cool with you, but he really trying to fool you.
At the end of the day, it's about money. So I get it.
Yeah.
But he was going to them sex parties afterwards, too, yo. Homegirls used to throw sex parties. She'd be at the sex parties, and the only type of relationship she said she was in with a man is the type where she giving it to him in the ass, yo.
She popping in his back, man.
Yeah, like She backdooring niggas for real, yo. She backdooring niggas for real.
The scoop who said about a back door, man. That's wild energy.
Yeah, yo. She was backdooring Chudder Budder.
Sticking in the pooper shooter.
Yeah, man.
But you know,
that was wild. That was honestly, a wild story, yo. Not to make fun of nobody, but
same thing when you think about it. J. Edgar Hoover, when he was doing the whole COINTELPRO thing, he was a motherfucking cross-dresser. You know what I'm saying?
Butter too, wasn't he?
So you know, it's kind of funny how these people, with their own proclivities, is the word we'll use, have the gall and the nerve to subjugate others. Like, hey man, it's somewhere in the world where people ain't going for you get pegged, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you taking it out on others, because you mad because people might take it out on you. And me personally, I'm about, you know, do what you gonna do with your life is yours. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, bro, like, don't hate on others. If you out here doing like what they say, you can't throw glass rocks, you can't throw stones in a glass house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm familiar with that term. This brother, this motherfucker. So I wonder how the other races feel. I wonder how the other people that's following him feel about he being pegged by a black woman.
What do you mean?
Like,
hey, he made that black woman do what he wanted her to. Yeah, right. They both be fucking. He put it in his butt. And she did.
Like,
he ran.
She said
that. Bro, they will move the goalposts and justify anything, bro. Look at who they. Never mind.
Hey, she said that she's lesbian, but her dildo is bisexual.
Hey, all I know is. Never mind. See, look, I was going to do too much. Now, we don't say anything. Hey, man, look, I want that black girl, if she listening, to put that motherfucker strap on the internet for sale. And I bet one of you white supremacist motherfuckers gonna buy it and lick it. Yeah, I said it. Because that's how disgusting they are to me, bro. That they'll do some wild shit. What you mean? They don't care that man was getting plugged, bro. They care that he hates blacks, Jews, Mexicans, and everything. That's all they care about is hate, bro.
Hey, bro.
Old girl was spreading love in his buns, and they won't see down to that.
Hey, all they care about. Fucked up because in public, look, in public, you hate everybody, right? You hate everybody in public.
You put him in his buns. He don't like it in private. He'll get all the pumping in the joint. Big Bubba gonna pump him up, down, left, and round.
Oh, man.
Go hit him with the constant cheat code. Up, down, right, A, D, E, A, start.
That's terrible. That's too much.
Hey, man.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Wow.
Hey, but dude got what he wanted, bro.
Yeah.
He's a series finale. And if he wants free, how do we feel? Do we complete his series for him by actually riding? Or do we just ignore this motherfucker and whoop his ass next time we see him? Just like normal. See, I think I'm at the point now that the only way that you can feed these voices is by even paying attention to them, man. You want to jump online and talk ridiculous, cool. If you get split in your shit when you in public talking crazy to somebody, cool. But cool run around with some little pistol on you, man. You're not tough. And then they gonna learn that pistol ain't gonna save your ass from prison.
Did you get a chance to watch some of the footage that they got of this guy?
Which one, Chud?
Yeah.
Oh man, even white people don't fuck with Chud the Builder, bro.
I know, right?
All white people, they like, get the fuck away from me.
Get the fuck away from me.
Ran up on the white girls. The white girls was like, "Ew, little dick, get away!"
I called one of the old white men. Was like, "No, I have Glocks in my family."
Yeah. Right. Hell yeah, there, bro. They was like, the fuck you mean? Get out of my face, ho. But, you know, it goes back. So, look, it's crazy because, you know, Tennessee is a southern state. Most people would think it's overly racist. But, look, it's crazy. This is the second time that the racists have tried to pull some shit in Tennessee and it ain't go their way. That convention, that one where they was going to take over that little all white town and bring that little racist hate shit there. Them people was like, y'all ain't get the fuck up out of here. We don't want that here. Now, that's not insight, but they knew that that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
To each his own. You be around your peoples, right? So you around your peoples. That's who you gonna be around. But at the same time, we're not preaching hate over here. You know, they might not. You might not live in my neighborhood. You might not live in my neighborhood. You know, I might not see y'all all the time, but I know that y'all exist. You know what I'm saying? And
I got mixed kids. I got a mixed family. We got a little bit of everything in our family from all over the world, all different cultures. Because love is love, my brother. Now, I ain't got time to hate. I mean, we'll make fun of some shit, we'll joke, we're comedians, what we do, right? But at the end of the day, what I expect from this world is a better world. And in order to get there, we got to find a way to get there. Like, same thing. The Kevin Hart roast, bro.
Did you get a chance to see that? Hey, bro.
And it's almost to the point that you realize that someone is pushing this shit. This ain't natural, bro. Someone is pushing this shit onto our psyche and our consciousness so that it sticks around. Because if we was to unify, since we all poor, since the government's fucking all of us, the corporations is robbing all of us, we would revolt. That's why they don't teach history the right way. That's why they got us out here fighting each other. Poor versus poor is still a win for the rich. No matter what color your skin is, your class ain't this. And that's what we forget. This is still a country of classism hidden behind racism.
Yeah.
But they, you know, it's look. Congratulations and kudos to Tennessee, the Jana, Chudder Bob, Chudder Budder Scud, you know what I'm saying? You know, the face of pump and dump, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, you're looking at Tennessee for standing up and doing the right thing. And putting charges on this retarded motherfucker, man.
Yeah, put them charges, yeah. We need them charges to stick. We don't need that motherfucker getting out on no bail. He need to sit his ass there and learn what it is.
From what I heard, the video came out later, and dude had mounted the brother and then shot him. So that ain't self-defense, my man. That ain't self-defense. So maybe he was mounted, but at the end of the day, you started it. You walk up on him about that type of shit, bro. No matter what color you are, no matter where you from, everywhere I've ever been, like I said, I've traveled the world, bro. You walk up with an aggressive demeanor about yourself to another man, that man is going to show you what that's about.
And that's what any man.
Any man. I ain't talking about race. No matter what race you are, any man in this world that is a man is not going to let you walk up on him like that, all disrespectful and loud and bucket, especially with a camera. And I've seen people get knocked out for less. Dude had his chick pull a camera out of this one situation we was in back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I put too many names in, too many faces in it, but yeah, man, dude pulled up on some old weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? My homie just knocked him out, bro, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going for it, bro. Just because. Why you got this camera? Why you look like you're trying to create a situation to get me jammed up in? Like you said earlier, they like to clip that shit. They gonna film it, but they gonna show it from this point to this point. They're not gonna show you the full story. Because it's all propaganda. Like we said, Nazis doing Nazi shit. Listen to the name, the Goyim Defense League. Like they battled the Jewish people. They definitely anti-Semites.
Oh yeah, that's what they said when I did the research on the Goyim Defense League. A lot of that's what was going on. Matter of fact, because I did some research on them too. Homeboy that started it is from California.
Interesting. So I wonder how many members they got. Let me look this up real quick. So Goyim Defense League is a decentralized neo-Nazi white supremacist network.
Yep.
They parody the ADL and is primarily known for bullshit, and bullshit.
So what they were doing was they're using the footage as entertainment to get money for streams to pay for the cause or to pay for whatever it is that they're doing, right? So he operates a TV station called Goyim TV. And he posts most of the videos that they don't get a chance to post on the other streaming platforms. So he's a platform that allows that on there. They started in 2018. A couple of years ago, I guess 2024, they started targeting Tennessee. And it was specifically Nashville and its surrounding counties. It's been 2 years. So the group migrated heavily into the state, bringing a wave of real-world crimes that serve as a direct prelude to what's going on now. They had something that they called an intimidation tour, and it was a 10-day campaign in downtown Nashville where the members marched with swastika flags, shouted slurs through the megaphones at black children, and made death threats against the Davidson County District Attorney. During this tour, Minadeo himself was caught on camera physically assaulting a young biracial man. And that's part of the reason why they're getting sued by the SPLC.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Southern Poverty Law Center. They filed 2 federal civil rights lawsuits against them and the GDL under the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871. The lawsuit accused the group of orchestrating a coordinated conspiracy to deprive Black and Jewish residents of their civil rights through physical violence and intimidation. Yeah. And the guy who broke into the, he didn't break into there. He dressed like he was part of the community, and he went into the Jewish Community Center, and he live streamed it, and he mocked the Holocaust. Well, he was arrested and sentenced to a year in jail, with nearly a year in jail for trespassing. And the GDL relies on the streamers. Explicitly, it teaches its followers how to go into public, generate aggressive rage-bait content, targeting Black and Jewish people, and funnel that outrage into alternative platforms where they can cash out on the crowdfunding and crypto donations. And this is how they getting paid for that shit, yo. But they're under investigation by the FBI and the Counterterrorism unit. Because they want to know what the fuck these guys are doing and how far are they taking it. Because if they walking around with guns and shit and they talking shit, they liable to run up on the wrong motherfuckers and have a shootout, yo.
Oh, yeah. That's what they want.
That's what they want.